Good morning.
Morning, Mr. Brandon.
Get with your guys' partner that you matched up with yesterday and begin the anticipatory set. You are working with your partner. Ask them if they like your quadratics and make sure that you agree upon them.
I guess that's okay.
So two of them need to be standard in ax squared plus bx plus c form, and then the other two need to be in vertex form of,
Mine's in vertex form and yours in.
so maybe one person does standard and then one person does vertex.
So now we can plot the parabolic vertex on the graph.
So put your pencils down when you finish. Alright, so what are you guys' quadratics?
You and yours. That's you.
So I did the ax squared version, and the first one was 2x squared minus 12x plus 9,
Alright,
and the second one was 3x squared plus 6x plus 9.
okay, those are factorable. That's gonna be required.
I did the vertex form, so they have now. So they've already been factored. And it's 2 parentheses. X minus 2 outside parentheses squared plus 1, and the other one is 4. And then x minus 1 inside that squared, so that one's squared. And then plus 3.
Did you guys get similar quadratics?
Kinda. So I got 2x squared plus 4x plus 4.
Alright, one ahead of 3.
X squared plus 2x plus 1. And then for the other is x plus 1 in parentheses squared minus 2. And 3 parentheses x plus 2 squared.
Alright, so the reason why we did this anticipatory set, and the reason why we're now talking about quadratics is because this is going to be the new unit, and those 4 quadratics you chose are going to be used to make a foldable that you'll use as a study guide, and we're going to put these on the wall for the rest of the unit so you guys can look at them. We'll tape them up to the wall. And for each one of yours, so you're going to have 2 standard and 2 vertex on each side. So you're going to create a process of how you would take those 2 equations you guys just wrote down and how you would derive a graph from it. And then you are going to graph them for each. So you're going to have your process to derive your standard forms and then your vertex forms. And that's what we're going to do for the main activity today, is you're going to make this foldable. And I'm going to give you guys 30 to 40 minutes to make this. I want it to look, legible, make sure that it's nice, it's going to be hung up so every other class is going to see it. And your grade is going to be based upon. So I put out some material that you're going to need. I'm going to walk you through the process. So first part is you're going to take a piece of paper, big pink piece of paper. Sorry, everyone gets pink. And
Pull that, 2 copies.
so you're going to pull in these 2 on the side. Okay, now the sticky notes on each side, you're required to have 4 steps, and so there's going to be, the idea is that your top sticky note has nothing written on it, but there's going to be 5 sticky notes, and what you want to do is you want to start with the bottom one first, then you want the very bottom of the sticky note to be level with the bottom of the page. And then you just keep overlapping them, and you want the sticky part of the sticky note to be just above.
So like half-inch, 1-inch margin, what you said?
So, well, the sticky part on the back, you want to be just above the edge of the one you just put down.
Gotcha.
Because you are gonna want room to write notes
Line up the blue.
on the top. You can work on the other side while he does one side.
Yeah, just sit there.
Be proficient.
How many do we do? 4?
5.
It lines up a little bit better, but you know what? Can't win them all.
Should we write all of it?
No.
No, let's make sure that we get the graph paper. So you guys can start cutting out your graph paper. You're gonna want it to be about half the length and placed in the middle on each side. So I found the best way to cut it out is to fold that page hot dog style. Where the scissors, we got one pair of scissors, unfortunately. And,
It's your turn. Then wait your turn.
alright,
Oh, thanks, man.
what we're gonna do is, you guys would partner, okay, you finish the foldable, there's nothing written on the foldable yet. Now, we're gonna just put the foldables to the side, and I want you, with your partner, to think of 4 steps to derive a graph from both standard and vertex. So one of you could do standard, one of you could do vertex, or you can work together to do both. But I want both of you guys to know both of the processes, be able to explain the processes, because you're gonna have to stand up as a group at the end of class and explain your process to the rest of us. So with your partner, create 4-step process to derive a graph from each of the functions.
So,
I think we should plot the vertex first, you know what I'm saying? Like, if we just, plot that vertex, we have a starting point.
okay, so.
We assume the start is an original point. It's the vertex. Job here.
Sounds pretty good.
I think we should plug in the x values next, so we can kind of get what curve it's gonna make. Is it gonna go up? Is it gonna go down? We don't know. We don't know how wide it's gonna be.
Okay.
We don't know.
Yeah,
You don't know that.
but we would, if
We
we
should
thought
plot
that experiment,
If you put it and then you plotted it,
then we would know.
we would know.
Okay.
But we don't know, so we should plot it. Step 3. I think,
Well, what are you guys doing for step 1?
well, step 1, we're plotting the vertex, so we know where to start.
Alright,
Yeah.
and is that for which vertex or standard? Which process are you doing first?
We're gonna do vertex first.
Alright, so what's your steps for getting the vertex from the vertex form?
For the vertex form?
Yeah, where's it come from?
Factoring it. Combine all those.
Yes.
No. Where do you get your
So step 1.
vertex
What
from?
is that for you?
Is the,
Step 2.
It's the H and the K, right?
Yeah,
H and the K values.
alright.
First you have to find your vertex.
Got that.
And what was your step 2?
Oh, step 2 is plug in the x values and then plot the points, so like we know which shape it's gonna be, like which direction it's gonna face.
Alright,
That's not the equation.
okay, sounds like you guys are going in the right direction.
Alright. So the parabola goes in that direction. You know what I mean?
And then you're gonna
Okay, so both the groups have finished the steps, both of you guys got your steps done, right? So I want one group at a time, and one partner needs to do the process, or communicate the process of one from standard or the vertex, and then the other partner needs to do the other process. So would either group like to volunteer to share their process with us first? Okay.
Going places in life. Right. All right. I'd like you to write it down, please. Thank you. Is that bad handwriting?
Oh, you guys don't need to write down, we can just.
Oh, we just,
Yeah.
just tell you guys?
Yeah,
Well, first we plot the vertex, so we know where the parabola is, yeah. And then, this is obviously vertex form. We wouldn't know where the vertex was automatically if it wasn't vertex form.
yeah,
And then, plot those x forms, you know what I'm saying? See where that parabola's going, and, yeah.
alright, what about you?
So first, the standard form, we decided that first you would turn the equation so that you have h equals negative b over 2a, and then k would equal f h,
F of h.
f of h.
So you found your h value and then you're plugging,
And then you plug that in with the f to find the k.
yes,
Yes. And then that's how you find the vertex, because the vertex is hk. And then you'd start plotting that just like the vertex form.
alright,
Good.
That's it.
nobody has no support. Alright, it's your guys' turn.
Okay, so for the vertex form, that's what I got in my head. So we decided to define the vertex first, which is the hk value, and remember to take the opposite of the h value. And then we draw it on the axis and pick two values on either side and input the plots into the outputs.
Yeah,
Okay. And then you mirror those on the other side of the axis, and then you connect the dots.
okay,
Right.
yeah,
Alright, so in standard form, we decided that step 1 was you first had to find the vertex. You find the x coordinate by negative b over 2a, and then you plug negative b over 2a into the original function to get the y value, right?
yeah.
And then for step 2, you have to plot the